The next exercise is really an exercise that is a little deceptive to the eye. This exercise is for glutes and hamstrings, although it looks like a squat. What we're going to do is we're going to get into a deep squat, and we're going to constantly bombard that whole glute ham area by keeping it under constant tension, pumping some blood in there and really getting it to fatigue a lot quicker. I recommend this exercise as part of a superset. Anything you do with legs, you can, whether it's a lunge, you're stepping up onto a bench, you can end with this to really emphasize that area. So we're going to have Vanessa perform 30 of these, and that's a lot, but this exercise lends itself to high reps, like 30 to 50. I like to use 50 and do 3 or 4 sets of that, but if I'm going to superset it with another exercise, we'll keep it around 30 and have this more as a finishing movement. So we're going to get into this exercise, and you'll be able to see, and we're going to do 30 facing the camera, and then we're going to turn to the side so you can get an idea of what her back is doing and her hips are doing. So, all right, let's go for 30. I'm going to place my hand right here, and she's just going up to my hand, and that's what makes this a glute movement, because we're not letting off of the glutes. The glutes are getting her out of the bottom position, and if she's performing it right, that's where she's going to feel the burn. So say you don't have a training partner that can place their hand so you know where to stop. You have the mirror. You can use a mirror and find a point where once you've come up to that point, you go straight back down. You do not want to straighten out your legs because we want to emphasize, again, the glute area. How many is that?
26.
Okay, we got 4 more. Good, good, okay. All right, so we're going to take a little break. Now she's going to perform them from the side so you can see how the hips are going back and down, and she's driving with her hips up, but never totally straightening out the legs, which again, we're contracting that muscle and we're keeping it under constant tension. Okay. Up to my hand. Good. Good. You can see that area there on the outer part of her thighs and where it meets the glutes. And you can see how her back is perfectly straight. Good, good. All right, so this is really going to help emphasize this outer area here. It's going to create more of an outer sweep in the quad, really creating aesthetics in that area. Again, this you have to be a little careful. You don't want to be so wide in your stance that your knees start to cave in. Make sure you keep your knees pointed in the same direction as your toes are pointed, and really focus on driving up by squeezing your glutes. These will burn your glutes more than any other exercise, and it's a great way to finish off your leg workout.